What is up? What is up, Ghoulie Nation? We are live. We are live. We are live. And we are ready to have some fun. Spotlight will be late. Key in the building should be here any minute. But in the meantime, which I am happy with, I want to take this time to thank Prince Sean, Diego Torres, love the name by the way, um, for everyone being over there. We got Connor Burke, AY13 now. 13 what? 13 what? 13 likes or 13 something? I don't know. What do you mean by 13? Oh crap! I forgot that key. I have to share this. That's kind of hilarious. Give me a second, key. All right. Okay, I don't think anybody can see us, so give us a second, guys. People can't see us. Erg. Y'all can't see us. Yeah, Key, you're driving, so give me a second, guys. Of course, this thing has issues every time when I'm on, so alright, give me a second. I'm trying to get us into the stream. Oh wow, hold on. And I don't know if you guys can see us. Like now, like it doesn't even show. Okay, let me go back. Let me just take off the Does this one work? Okay, this one doesn't. Okay, that one works. This one doesn't work. Okay, I gotta tell Darion that the other layer doesn't work. So what I'm gonna have to do is basically just let's just go standard because my second layer doesn't want to work. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go this route. We're not gonna use the layout because the second layout doesn't work. I gotta let Darion know. So what is up, y'all? Sorry about that. What is up, Key? Sorry I had to do all that.
No, you're good. You're good. You gotta get things right.
Yeah, I gotta get things right. So now I gotta tell Darion that the other one does not work. So, but it's all good. We got a lot to talk about today on this episode. We got Backlash. We got, and also the greatest match. We're not going to talk about Edge and Orton. We're going to say, in our opinions, what were the greatest matches. In our opinion, were, or are, still to this day. And then we also got to talk about the PlayStation 5. That PS5.
I can say I like this over though. I can say that.
I'm gonna say this, Xbox, y'all might be done. They might be done. After what PlayStation 5 has gotten us, though. What is up, Iverson Vlogs? What is up, Diego? What is up, Elijah? Darion will be with us, so without further ado, we got Backlash this Sunday. Are you ready for a good time, Key in the building, for Backlash?
I'm always ready.
The question is, while I look up the card, Malc, you okay, pal? Did you hear about SmackDown tomorrow? I did not hear anything about SmackDown, but I did hear. I don't know, but I did hear that Bruce Pritchard is the head writer from here on out for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and it's kind of good, but mostly in the bad.
Because I heard that Charlotte dropped it. They was going to have her fuse with Tegan Knox.
God, no.
They don't know they want to do with Charlotte right now. They do know they were on all brands, so she's going to be working out.
God, no. Just keep Charlotte away. That's all I ask. Keep it away. What is it? 8:19. Yo, you are late. To be honest, no. I know I said 7 o'clock, but I had something other to do, so it was a little bit personal matters. And also, I got another announcement. Key knows about this because I said about it this morning. So, to be honest, 8 is a little bit better. And then plus also, everybody else was busy at 7. So, that was another reason. But let me get this one announcement before we start on the picks and predictions. On the 29th, and I believe that's a Monday, if I'm not mistaken, I will be in surgery. I'm going to have my wisdom teeth taken out. All four of them. All 4 of my wisdom teeth, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, are getting extracted. So, on the 29th, I was going to think about doing Monday Night Raw, but I don't want to do it while I'm drugged.
Yeah, we won't be talking to you for a while. I mean, you can text, but we won't be listening to talking.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be literally done for 2 days. So, what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to ask D or Key in the building to take over the channel for 2 days or a week, how I'm feeling, until I get, my bearings back. So there's that. So when you see D and Key in the building here on the MalcGoolie channel, don't freak out. I'm not canceled. I am literally just drugged up and in pain. So yep. And also the world around you. I'm probably going to let Key in the building handle the world around you right now. When that, if y'all have not seen my rings, go follow me in the building. You see all the rings. Guy, what is taking him so long? So now let's get down to business. Backlash, picks and predictions. According to what I'm hearing, is 7 matches, but it might be more than 7. It might be 10. But these are so far the card that I have. Because, think about it, on SmackDown, think about this. You really think they're going to have a new Intercontinental Champion on free TV?
This is true.
So that match is going to be added. Then there's also been the talk of Seth Rollins versus, what's his name? I can't think of his name. No, not Rey Mysterio. It's going to be basically, I can't think of his name. Yeah, Aleister Black. So that match could be added. Diego said, bro, what are you doing? I'm doing the show. What do you think I'm doing? I think your thing is either behind or just something. I'm about to check the stream. Okay, well, I'm live. I am literally live, so... So, Diego, I don't know what you're doing. Just try to get off YouTube and then come back on.
Phone disconnected.
Oh, well, Key's phone got disconnected. Yo, what is up? Diego, can you see us?
To the car. Is there still an echo?
No, there's no echo. Malc, WB is going overboard with Jeff Hardy's storyline. You're going to be mad. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's a part of Backlash, too, this Sunday. Jeff Hardy and Sheamus this Sunday. All right. Yeah, I'm fine. Yes. All right, so we got 7 matches, but let's be real. They're going to add 2 or 3 more matches on here. But let's get to the 7, and then we'll add to those other matches if they do it. Let's start off with the United States Championship as Apollo Crews takes on Andrade for the United States Championship. Who do you got and why?
I'm gonna let Apollo Crews retain because they just gave him the belt for him not to lose it to Andrade again. Which I thought was stupid for the Andrade to get it a shot again. So I'm taking Apollo Crews to retain because him and Garza was kind of going into this. So I don't think, something's going to go down.
I'm going to go with Apollo Crews, too. I mean, he just won that belt. I think he should have a really legitimate long reign with the title. I still have this feeling that they will turn him heel. I still have a feeling they're going to turn Apollo Crews heel, so that way him and Kevin Owens could have a thing. I still feel that could happen. Apollo Crews is a really good talent. Andrade is good. And also, this Angel Garza thing as well. You know Angel Garza is going to somehow interfere in this. And you know Kevin Owens is going to interfere in this. I'm going to go with Apollo Crews. Apollo will retain here. Elijah says Apollo Crews. Diego says Apollo Crews. Bro, can you say Edge versus Orton with a straight face? Edge versus Orton. Greatest match of all time. To be honest, I think they're really overhyping it, but we'll get to that match later because that's going to be the main event for this show. Next, the triple threat tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Bayley and Sasha Banks defend the titles against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross against the Iconics. So, who do you have and why?
I could care less for this match, honestly. Sasha and Bayley gonna retain.
Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah, I mean, the Iconics irks my soul. Alexa Bliss and Nikki, they're good together. But so you just gonna have them three just be champions like nobody else.
How I'm feeling right now, I did like the story how the Iconics, like they could break the Iconics up, but ever since when, I don't know, I think it was Peyton Royce who slapped, what's up Carnage? Yeah, I'm doing fine, buddy. Slapped the crap out of Peyton Royce, or was it Peyton Royce slapping the crap out of Billy Kay? It was just, you know, something like, oh, y'all gonna break up the Iconics. That's a good thing, because I love, Peyton Royce. I think Peyton Royce is a better singles competitor, in my opinion. But I'm going to say this. I still have this funny feeling that that Peyton Royce and Billy Kay could win this match. But nah, I'm going to go with the champs to retain here. Bayley and Sasha kind of need to retain here. I mean, I don't expect their title reign to be long because something is going to happen between the two women. I don't think you don't need to do the swerve now. I say wait till the next show, or better yet, wait till SummerSlam, even though that's a little bit too much, even though the match is basically Bayley versus Sasha that we desperately need for SummerSlam. But yeah, I'm going to go with the champs retaining here. Elijah says Nikki turned crossed. Okay, Bayley and Banks because Bliss will turn on Cross. And Elijah said that Nikki can turn on Cross. Oh yeah, and then also whoever wins gets to be on NXT. They will take on they will defend those titles next week on NXT, which is also something. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Bayley and Sasha.
So if you're gonna do that, because there's not really too many women like that's gonna be a tag team on Raw and SmackDown, just have them bounce.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think we both went with we're both tied. We both got the champions retaining in this match. Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy. We all know this. Jeff Hardy's probably one of my favorite wrestlers. The iconic, you know, is an enigma. And my whole thing with Jeff Hardy and Sheamus, I mean, I have this funny feeling. As much as I want Jeff Hardy to win, I think Sheamus will win. I believe that Sheamus will win, and then out of nowhere, Sheamus will still be attacking Jeff Hardy, and I believe, not on SmackDown, but probably on Backlash, we get Matt Riddle debuting at Backlash, and his first feud is with Sheamus. I can actually see them doing that. So I'm going to go with Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. Who you got, Key?
I'm gonna go with Sheamus as well. Like, I don't see Jeff going over on Sheamus. And then, you know, it'd be cool if Matt Riddle comes out. But did you see what Booker T said about Matt Riddle? He told him they're buying some boots.
I did read about that. It was hilarious. I love Booker T. Let me read some of these comments here. Hey, Malc, I just had a sad funeral. I know my cousin is in heaven. Sorry for your loss there, Mason. You know, the Ghoulie family always got you. So it's Shotzi and Tegan Knox that will take on the winners of that match on Backlash. Okay, that makes sense. Elias is hurt, so he's out for another 3 months. Oh, God.
Yeah, he tore his something tendon. Something. I read that.
They're going to add Riddle versus Corbin. John L. Jackson say I got Sheamus winning. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. Sheamus wins. Jeff turns heel on Bryan for the IC title. Why do you want to see Jeff Hardy heel? Jeff as a heel will not work.
It tried that. It didn't work.
They did that in TNA. It didn't work. You think WWE is going to try the same thing? I don't know. I just don't like Jeff Hardy as a heel. He's not really a good heel in my opinion. So we got I believe we have Sheamus. So we got 10 people. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button. Please God, Jeff Hardy heel. Oh wow. Okay. Next is a match that's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting to me. Asuka versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. I think everybody and their mother is going Asuka. Because they hate Nia Jax. What's up, Shark Zone? Shark Zone. Shark. 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 Shark Zone. I'm sorry, I've been watching Chalk Zone. I'm sorry. Like, Rudy's got the chalk. Okay, but anyway. Asuka and Nia Jax. As much as I would love for Nia Jax to win, because I want to see everybody's reaction on Twitter, because it would be hilarious how everybody say, oh, she's an unsafe worker. She's an unsafe worker. Why would they put the belt on a person who injures people? I just love seeing people just overreact. And it's so hilarious when they do. Which is freaking hilarious. But I believe Asuka will win, because I believe that the match we're going to get at SummerSlam or Extreme Rules, Asuka versus Charlotte. I still have that feeling we're going to get that match somewhere down the road. Asuka retains. Sorry, Nia, but Asuka retains.
Right, it's not time for Nia's turn yet.
Especially what's been going on with her over the last month, or ever since she returned. So, yeah, yeah, Asuka. Dang, all of our picks are the same. Okay, now this one here is a match I really don't care for. And once again, it's because it's involved the Universal Championship. And here's the thing, I love Braun Strowman. I think Braun Strowman can be entertaining. I think Braun Strowman is a beast. But why a handicap match between The Miz and Morrison, though, is beyond me. And I guess the storyline here is that they're trying to make Braun Strowman so mad that he'll get off his game and then he'll somehow, some way lose the title to either Miz or Morrison. Here's the problem I have with that. A, that's a stupid plan. B, there's no way in God's green earth that Braun Strowman... If Braun Strowman gets mad, he's going to kill these two. Need I remind you that they pulled Nickelodeon pranks? He's literally been involved in Nickelodeon pranks. They tried to slime him, but instead they slimed Kayla Braxton, which was total BS. Then, like they broke the glass on his car. I guess the only cool thing from this whole entire angle was Braun Strowman lifting the van and literally turning it, like flipping the van over with Miz and Morrison in it. That was the best part of this whole thing, but there is no way. There is no way Miz and Morrison are winning against Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman retains, and if he's cleared, I believe at Extreme Rules we'll get the match, The Fiend versus Braun Strowman at Extreme Rules. If we go that far.
Champ is retaining. It seems like all the champs are keeping their belts.
Yeah, it seems like it. It really does seem like it. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, this match, I love the story.
They better not mess up this.
Better, like, literally having him be, the Bobby of old. We've seen this song and dance before, and it's on Impact's YouTube channel. Impact uploaded a video with Drew Galloway versus Bobby Lashley, which was hilarious. I think Bobby won that match too, if I'm not mistaken. But this one here, you know what? I'm going to say this right now. Drew McIntyre retains, but I have a feeling we're going to get a no finish from this match.
Yeah.
I believe this feud will probably still continue on the way to Extreme Rules.
And is it me? Does MVP better as a manager?
MVP is better as a manager. I mean, he's almost what? He got to be almost 45, 50, somewhere around that age range. So yeah, I think MVP's days are behind him. And Carnage, yes, I heard that atrocious RVD theme on Impact. Oh my God, I just wanted to cut my ear off. It's horrible. I love Van Dam, but oh my God, they have made Van Dam like a millennial douchebag. Like, why is he? Like, no. Like, freaking no. But anyway, yeah, I believe no finish. No finish. But Drew McIntyre retains. But a lot of people have said that Lashley's going to win. Now, here's how I'm going to feel. If Lashley does beat Drew, I'll be happy for Lashley, but then I'm going to be pissed with WWE. Because, number one, congrats for Lashley, even though it's about like maybe 10, 15 years overdue for him to be been a champion. But the fact of the matter is, you did it on Drew McIntyre's expense. Everybody loves Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry. I love the Clayborns. I love the Claymore. The Claymore party. Claymore, you get a Claymore. You get a Claymore. You get a Claymore. That one he did to Bobby Lashley on Raw was actually pretty good. And I love the fact that Bobby Lashley didn't sell it. That is what I also like. But yeah, a black champion wins. Yeah, a black champion wins. I'll be happy with it. But to be honest, though, like, the money is on Drew. Like, Drew is the guy right now. I think Drew should have a long title reign. Like I said, I believe it's going to be a no finish. But if it is like a one and done thing, then Drew is retaining. There's like no way Drew is losing that belt anytime soon. Let me read some this comment here. John L. Jackson said, "I'm afraid they're going to get a Taylor Bobby Lashley, but get a title Bobby Lashley, but I'm going with Drew McIntyre to win because can you do Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar without the championship? You can. It's possible. Street Profits and the Viking Raiders is the dumbest thing in WWE. I agree. I hate it. I hate how they literally mock basketball. I hate how they mocked axe throwing. Now I can't play GTA without feeling guilty about hitting people with an axe. They desecrated. What's next? Football? Oh my God, if they do football. They did a decathlon, and it was still a tie.
Oh my God.
How do you tie in a decathlon? How? Okay, I swear, the next one's going to be football. How much you want to bet next week will be football? If it's football, I swear to you, I'm done.
I'm done. Like tag teams, but y'all are the tag team champions. Like, why not have them act like the champs?
I mean, what's up, Cherry? Don't forget about golf. Oh, God, yeah, they did golf. Oh, my God. What was the most funniest thing? The funniest one to me had to... The bowling one had to have been funny. Out of nowhere. Like, the Street Profits... Okay, first off, I didn't know Vikings can bowl. And second... So when the Street Profits music go on, they like literally get Space Jam juice and then start throwing strikes out of nowhere. What? Okay. Here's the thing. I love the Street Profits and I love the Viking Raiders. Vince, these are two big good tag teams here and you're making them. Oh God, no.
When a tag team in NXT is dominant, they come to the main stage and shit.
God, it's like, who is writing? Oh yeah, Bruce Pritchard's main head writer. So no wonder. God. Okay. Anyway, Brock Lesnar is coming back SummerSlam. Now they want to do Brock versus Lashley, possibly maybe Lashley. Now, if they do that, then then it's gonna be no finish after no finish, and I don't want Brock coming back. In my opinion, I don't want Brock coming back. Remember Big Dick Johnson, the guy that danced in a thong? Yeah, I remember that dude. Oh, okay. Anyway, we're a little bit off topic. We'll talk about a little bit more stuff from Raw. Drew's retaining. And now the main event. The greatest match ever. Edge versus Randy Orton. Who do you got and why? You two can answer this too, chat.
I'm gonna say, go off the limb and say, Edge is gonna beat Randy.
So Edge is gonna beat Randy. Why?
Because they're not gonna have a third match, even though he just came back and they won at SummerSlam. I mean, not SummerSlam, WrestleMania. So it's not gonna be no match. So I feel like Edge is just gonna take this. Because then if you let Randy win, they're gonna have to fight again.
Personally, for me, I was thinking about this all day at work. Like, a part of me wanted to pick Edge because, you know, to be honest, I think this match is more of like a redemption factor instead of what was happening at WrestleMania. Don't get me wrong, the last man standing match was great, but the problem was it was too long. It was way too long. Probably, it was too long for its own good. Part of me wants to say Edge, but I'm not. I'm going to pick Randy. I think they're going to try to get Randy his win back, and I do believe that Edge will probably go away for a while, or better yet, just do something. A lot of people think Christian's going to turn heel. Like, if Christian does go heel and Orton does win, Edge versus Christian at SummerSlam. Jesus Christ. My whole thing with this, Christian can rarely take bumps. So now you got another problem. If you do Edge versus Christian, you're going to literally have problems. Edge, it's been clear that he can't take a bump. It's been cleared. But can Christian take a bump? Remember, Christian had a lot of concussions in his career. So I don't really think that would happen. Okay, pump kick time, maybe. I do believe the pump kick should come back. Diego Torres says, I think for Miz and Morrison versus Braun, Miz and Morrison will join the Wyatt family. And what was your last predictions? Oh, Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I said a no finish, but Drew retains the title in a no finish. I think it'll be like a no contest because sooner down the road, those two are going to fight. Then, like, the locker room will come out and then try to separate them. Bobby Lashley gets his spears in. McIntyre will get his kicks in, and then bam. Elijah Washington, Edge versus Orton. Christian turns heel. Orton wins, and then maybe Christian versus Edge at a cinematic match. That's the only thing you can do is a cinematic match. When you do that with Christian, he can barely take a bump. He had so many concussions in his career, so he doesn't even really wrestle anymore. I got Randy Orton. Do you see this being a clean finish or a not clean finish? I say do it clean. Don't do a dirty finish. I say do it clean. Don't do like a not so clean finish. Like, do it clean. Also, bonus matches, apparently, that could be added. And if they do this, who would you pick? Apparently, there's been rumors that Seth Rollins will take on Aleister Black this Sunday. And if that be the case, if they do that, look, Aleister Black has already picked up a win over... I think he picked a win over Seth Rollins on Raw. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing wrong with having Seth Rollins beat Aleister Black. There's nothing wrong with Seth winning.
And what's his face get involved?
Wait, who?
What's the other guy name? Is Buddy Murphy?
Yeah, Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory. I believe they'll get involved. I think this would be like a 10-second Edge hits the spear. If it's 10 seconds, then oh my god. Twitter is going to be up on a rampage if that match is 10 seconds long. Just 10 seconds. Or Rated R coming back. Yeah, they've been teasing that Rated R KO could come back. Aleister Black's been on a good winning streak. Yeah, he has been on a good winning streak. And if Aleister Black does win, I would be fine with it. If Seth Rollins wins, I'll really be fine with it too. But the reason why I said Seth is because, I mean, Aleister Black beat Seth Rollins on Clean TV. He beat him clean on Raw. He beat him clean. So why not have Seth Rollins return the favor by, well, beating him dirty? Then we can get a match at Extreme Rules. Let's say, like a boiler room brawl between the two, or something like that. That could be cinematography right there. Cinematic. I don't know why I say cinematography. Cinematic right there for SummerSlam. So if they do this match, I will go with Seth Rollins. If they do Seth versus Aleister Black. Another match, the Intercontinental Championship match. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but the match is going to be on SmackDown. Here's the problem I have with this. I mean, I love the fact that you want to have a new champion on SmackDown. Free TV. Cool. But the Intercontinental Championship has always been that secondary title.
Right.
Before the Universal title was even in its conception. It was even born. That Intercontinental title, if your world champion was not on the show, your Intercontinental champion always ended off the show. And there has been some strong Intercontinental champions. Yes, I am a little sad that Sami Zayn was trapped in quarantine, that he had to give up the belt. It sucks, I know. But at the same time, you got two people who are very, lovable. The fans do love them. They love AJ. They love Daniel Bryan. And I believe this match will also be like a no finish or something. Some bullcrap could happen there. But if they do a bullcrap finish on SmackDown, and then out of nowhere, they put that match on Backlash, I have AJ Styles winning the Intercontinental title. And here's why. AJ's never won the IC title. And personally, to me, I think you really need a heel to hold that Intercontinental title right now. I mean, Sammy is a good heel, but I'm going to say if they do that, AJ Styles wins the belt. But anyway, let me read some of these. Diego Torres says, no, the disciplines, then Rey and Humberto will come out. Yeah, Rey and Humberto Carrillo could come out. We'll take out Rollins and the Disciples. And if they do that, then they'll do a 6-man tag if they do that. Seth is world champion. Aleister Black is not. If Seth asks for a title shot, he will get it. LOL Malc. Did you hear that they plan to redesign the U.S. title? No! Leave the U.S. title alone. It's as good as it's been ever since you brought it back in 2003? 2003?
Didn't Cena have the spinner U.S. title?
Well, the spinner U.S. title was good. I'm not going to lie. Because it was John Cena at the time. So, Malc, I can't wait for you to hear. I heard Apollo Crews' new theme. It's good. I like it. It fits him. Rob Van Dam. You like that sound? Oh my God. You're singing the lyrics to Rob Van Dam's new theme. Rob Van Dam got a douchebag theme song in TNA, and it's horrible. It's like if Matt Riddle's theme mixed in with Rob Van Dam trying to rap. It's terrible. It's like a mix of what was popular at that time. What was it? Dubstep mixed with RVD's voice. It sounds like a ringtone, actually. It's horrible. It's freaking terrible. So
I'm gonna go check it out.
They're going. Oh, and speaking of Killer Cross, somebody said. I think Diego said they are going to redesign the NXT title for Killer Cross. They need to. Is Cruz turning heel? I say Cruz turns heel at SummerSlam. Do it at SummerSlam. Don't do it at Extreme Rules. Just wait till SummerSlam. Anyway, speaking of Killer Cross, and I'm mad that I didn't post this on here so you guys can see it to believe it, but I'm gonna show it on my phone. I could not sleep last night. And you can ask Key in the building what happened. Okay, I literally go on, oh my
It's funny
god,
because I went and actually saw it.
like Scarlett's, like Instagram page, and I seriously said, I'm like this, is it just me, or is Miss Scarlett is really showing her Michelle Pfeiffer in that cat suit? She reminds me too much of her from Batman Returns. And I swear to God, this is the honest to God truth. Like, freaking 10 minutes later, like, I get a notification, WWE Karrion Kross liked my comment. You don't believe me? Read that. I'm sorry that, look at that. That is legit. He liked it. So, I couldn't sleep. I was freaking out. And then he posted a picture of himself. And I said this. And I gave Killer Kross a promo or a poem for Adam Cole. To Adam Cole, I have a poem for you. 1, 2, Kross is coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, hold your title tight. 7, 8, got to watch the sand of time. 9, 10, your title reign ends. And oh my god, 2 minutes! 2 minutes!
Ding!
Bing! He liked it! He liked the poem! Dude!
It's funny.
I
It's
could
funny,
not
as soon as you
sleep.
said something, I actually went on there and seen it. And I was like, holy shit.
That was the most craziest thing ever. Now I really want Killer Kross to win it. Also, Killer Kross, I know there's no way you'll probably see this video or somewhere like that unless somebody screenshots it to him. But thank you so much. That was so weird for me because I never had a wrestling celebrity like some of my comments. I never had that. I normally just like their posts, but I'm sorry. Scarlett reminds me a lot of Michelle Pfeiffer in the cat suits that she wears. Like her attire on what was her attire? Her attire on In Your House reminded me of Michelle Pfeiffer. Tell me that it doesn't. Killer Kross, fall and pray. Fall and pray. Yes. Jeff will make his own, LOL. Apparently, wait a minute. John L. Jackson said when they make AJ Styles a Grand Slam champion, he wins the Intercontinental champ. He won't be a Grand Slam, and here is why. There's only one championship or 2 titles that he has to, or 1 title. It doesn't matter which. He has to win to be a Grand Slam. He has to win a tag team title. And I'm kind of mad that they didn't get the opportunity by having him literally win the championship. So that was also weird. And I don't have the 3 overlay. So I have to use this. This one's better.
I gotta I'm gonna give it to him right now. Just give me a second. I just gotta get it.
Alright, D. But anyway, D is with us. Better late than never.
I just literally walked in the door, so just give me a second.
Did you see El Del Fantasma heel turn? I liked it. I love the heel turn. Now
that was awesome. I was like, what is this? This heel, this
I loved it.
Crap. And I'm looking, I was like, oh, he was ahead of the guys. I had a feeling all this time that he was involved with them, the masked dude attacking. I had a strange feeling. And then when he actually masked all of them, and he was like, I forget what he said his name was.
I am Escobar. I'm like, oh god, Escobar. Something threatening about the word Escobar.
Was it like Escobar Santos or something?
Like Escobar Santos. And also, to be honest, y'all, AEW had moments. But I gotta give it to NXT this week. I mean, they went to the point with their thing. They went to the point.
I'm not surprised that you went with NXT. You do every time. You never go say AEW did better than NXT. You never do.
There's only one time I did, but before we had to this show. But on the real though, NXT delivered what they did. I mean, the first
that match with Adam Cole and Dexter Lumis wasn't bad until freaking Fist
it wasn't bad.
Got involved.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Also, Finn Balor and Trevor Lee, apparently, that wasn't bad. Now, I will agree the weirdest thing in NXT to me... Yeah, Cameron Grimes. That's what his name is. I call him Trevor Lee. Because that's who he was in Impact. No. But I think the weirdest thing in NXT yesterday was having Damian Priest go babyface. That was kind of odd. I was like, damn, so he attacks Finn Balor. He's the heel in the situation. Then you make him babyface?
Right.
How's that going to work?
He slapped the shit out of I ain't gonna lie.
He did slap the crap out of Grimes. I will appreciate that. And AEW, don't get me wrong. AEW had moments. I did love the Tony Hawk. Dude. Tony Hawk teaching Darby Allin how to skateboard was freaking amazing. But D, even you have to admit, the weirdest thing ever, Orange Cassidy getting busted wide open by oranges.
Oranges is supposed to, you're not supposed to leave a mark with oranges. How the hell?
Right, and then also FTR's match against the jobbing tag team was horrible. It was terrible. I didn't like it.
Because it's the revival. Who cares?
And then also, why would you do the Shatter Machine on a big dude? Why? No. I'm sorry, I'm not saying big dudes can't sell that move, but he wasn't even ready in position. And you can tell Scott Dawson was pissed. He was like, come on. I mean, but also NXT also did this. So I think we're going to get this. We're going to get Keith Lee versus Finn Balor. That's next.
Keith Lee versus Finn?
Yes. Finn challenged Keith Lee for the championship.
I'm nervous about that match.
I think that would be a really good match. It really will. I still say Keith Lee will retain because they're trying to save up Finn Balor to take on Walter. That's who they're really saving up for.
Keith Lee did go to Adam Cole, though.
Yeah, and then, Keith Lee went to Adam Cole. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible. What if they did a triple threat match? Winner take all.
I wouldn't like that.
Now that would be weird, but anyway, and then also D, even though you said you're shocked that I picked NXT, but did NXT really have a really good ending? You had Scarlett out there with the freaking like with the Sands of Time, and flips it over for Adam Cole. So Adam Cole's next opponent is Killer Cross.
Yeah.
Adam Cole will lose the title to Killer Cross.
Like, I'm sorry. I mean, AEW had great moments. They had some good matches. They really did. But I think NXT really got to the point of what they were doing with after the storylines of In Your House. Also, we also saw a little bit of a heel turn from Rhea Ripley, which I'm also gonna like. I gotta give it to
She has a heel. She has a heel persona character anyway. The way she dressed and everything, she already looks like a heel. So why not turn her heel?
Yeah. I thought that was a lantern at first. Breezango is next to if Breezango beats Imperial for those NXT tag team titles, I'm not the biggest fan of Breezango. I'm really not. I'm not. I don't get the. First things first. If you are a MalcGoolie veteran, everybody knows I always hated pretty boy gimmicks, unless they were talented to pull it off. And unfortunately, those two are talented enough to pull it off. But the problem I have with them is, why are they dressed up like strippers? I don't like them dressing up like cops. I don't like them dressing.
Does Breeze still have them damn fluffy shits around his ankles?
Like, that's even weird. Like, the only way for you to make them the fashion police, in my opinion, give them a female to work off with. Give him a woman to work off with. Or hell, give him two. Hello?
Put Lana ass back down there. She ain't doing shit.
Put Lana back there. Yeah, Lana would work well with the fashion freaking police. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm not trying to ignore the chat. I'm not.
I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here eating my fat-free peach cherry lemonade, whatever they call it. Well, they chewy pink lemonade twizzlers. I don't care. I'm hungry. I had to get on this real quick. I don't care.
Well, since we got to get you in the topic of caring, because me and Key had picks and predictions, so now we got to get your thoughts on picks and predictions. We only got 7 so far. 7 matches. But I have a feeling we're going to get 10. We're going to get 3 more matches added onto this.
That would be
somewhere. But to be honest, though, the 2 matches that we said are not really completely bullshit. Aleister Black versus Seth Rollins. That won't be bad. And then also, I don't think they're actually going to put an Intercontinental Champion on free TV. I mean, it's good publicity, but they're going to do it on the WWE Network. So AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Those are the only matches I believe that will be on this main show. All right, let me read some of these.
So give me the rundown on the matches. Because I mean, I did write down, but
we're going from the beginning. We'll go from the beginning from the matches that I do have that are announced. Apollo Crews defends the U.S. title against Andrade. We picked Apollo.
I picked Apollo as well.
Apollo, okay. Triple threat tag team match for the women's tag team titles. Bayley and Sasha versus Cross and Bliss versus the Iconics. We had the champions retaining because I actually see one tag team's breaking up. There's no way. I can see the Iconics breaking up.
I can see them breaking up too, but they are my upset pick. I think the Iconics will retain. The Iconics will win the title, and then it was going to be something that's going to make them lose the titles, and that's when they'll break up.
Okay, so 2 titles retained, 1 new champion. Okay, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. I picked Sheamus because they fought the last pay-per-view, and Jeff Hardy won. I think Sheamus will win, and also me and Key also agreed that Matt Riddle will make his debut at Backlash, saving Jeff Hardy from Sheamus. So we can get Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy somewhere down the road.
You mean
I can see that as well. I got Sheamus winning this. Jeff Hardy is just have been. I don't see him winning this match. Sheamus definitely going to win this match by a landslide. This is going to be a domination.
I wouldn't say a domination. This is going to be like a short minute match, maybe like 8 minutes. But anyway, Glenn Hunt, yes. Since D is here, guess who's the lead writer for Raw and SmackDown now?
Paul Heyman.
Nope.
Vince McMahon.
Bruce Pritchard. Brother Love.
Is he still
Paul
Heyman?
Heyman?
His face still look red?
Paul Heyman is in charge of on-screen talent. So at least they got him in charge of talent. Anyway, yeah, Darren Young. I've been hearing about the Nexus. I've been hearing about all that. Asuka versus Nia Jax. We picked Asuka. We picked Asuka. We had to pick Asuka.
I gotta get you a 3-box done.
Asuka versus Nia Jax, bro. We picked Asuka. We picked Asuka.
So did I.
You know why? Because if Nia Jax wins, Twitter is gonna go in an uproar, and if she injures Asuka, Twitter's really gonna be on a freaking uproar.
Asuka needs to prove why she won Money in the Bank and why she was deserving of the title, knowing that she was able to get it the way that she wanted it to. So she has to earn this to beat Nia Jax and definitely put her championship status on the pedestal.
And then plus, me and Key also agreed, and I think you're probably going to agree to this too. The money match at SummerSlam is going to be Asuka versus Charlotte. That's the money match at SummerSlam.
That's a possibility.
So damn. Okay. All right. Next. God probably the most horrible match. And you know, it's not even gonna be horrible. It's just the fact that it's a handicap match. Universal Championship matches, Universal titles on the line. Braun Strowman versus Miz and Morrison. I picked Braun.
I still pick Braun. Just because it's a handicap match doesn't mean they gonna stop him.
But do you agree how stupid the story is? Like, Miz and Morrison's plan, emphasis on plan, is to piss off Braun Strowman so good that Braun will lose focus and do something stupid for him to lose the title to either Miz or Morrison. A, horrible plan. B,
is it no DQ?
No! It's not no DQ! That's the problem! And that's your problem. This is what I'm saying was going to happen, and I think everybody can agree with this. I believe that Braun will win. Out of nowhere, The Fiend shows up. We get The Fiend versus Braun at Extreme Rules. Not Mr. Rogers Bray. We get The Fiend. Because that would be entertaining.
I don't even care for The Fiend anymore. Just give me the old Bray Wyatt, damn it.
Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, WWE Championship match.
I got McIntyre.
I said no finish, but McIntyre retains the title. I think that they'll do this at... They'll still do this around there. Also, after when D gets out his picks, we're going to talk about our predictions of the greatest matches in wrestling. Doesn't really have to be WWE. Because I got a few that are not even based off in WWE that can be considered as the greatest matches, as great matches, like the match. And then also, we got to talk about it, y'all. We got to talk about the PlayStation 5. So all that is coming up and more. I can't wait to talk about the PS5. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the PS5.
I just want a PlayStation so I can play MLB The Show.
I can't wait for that NBA 2K21. Did you see how Zion looked on that thing?
You ever notice every time they do a 2K, the players get more sweatier?
Also, I'm also, as a Spider-Man fan, I can't wait for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I just want a PS to play 2 games. Spider-Man and The Show. MLB The Show.
And then also, we get Oddworld. Oddworld is making a return. Freaking Ratchet and Clank. I'm not a big, huge Ratchet and Clank fan, but I will admit that the graphics do look good. But is the gameplay good? That's my whole thing with PlayStation. That's why I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. Graphics don't really tame on me, but I do love gameplay. If the gameplay is addicting, I'm going to keep coming back for it. And this is why people need to realize graphics don't make the game, people. Yeah, apparently WWE 2K Battlegrounds is still going to be on the PS4. I'm not buying that because it looks terrible. And I'm sorry, 2K needs to break off their silence, their contract with the WWE. Apparently, somebody said that EA was interested in making a WWE game. And personally, I don't think EA would do a good job with it. Because, number one, has EA ever made a baseball game?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I think they have. No.
Wasn't that 2K?
I don't think 2K has made baseball games.
The last baseball game I played on the Xbox, Roy Halladay was on the cover. That's when he was with the Phillies.
Oh wow, that's old. The last MLB game I played, and I still believe this, you can at me all you want until I play MLB 20. I still say MLB 17 with Ken Griffey on the cover is the greatest MLB game I've ever played. Oh my god. The soundtrack was great. The graphics looked great. The control. And that's the key here. Control. It felt like I was pitching as Jake Arrieta. It did felt like I was swinging the bat like Mike Trout. Holy crap. What other baseball game could ever do that? I gotta probably make this argument. No, because we were waiting on you. Because we've only got one match left.
I'm still trying to get my life together. You see, I'm sweating.
Wait, and Resident Evil 8. There's a Resident Evil 8 coming out on the PS4. I mean PS5. Sorry. Anyway, last match, the greatest match ever. Edge versus Orton. I picked Orton. Just to get Orton to get his win back from Edge. Key picked Edge.
I can understand your point of view of hold on, let me mute y'all real quick because it's like I hear an echo like crazy. I see your point of view, MalcGoolie, I do. But I mean, Orton comes from the wrestling background too. And I understand that, he wants to get his actual payback from what happened at WrestleMania. But I feel like Edge has more of a chip on his shoulder than Randy Orton does. And I say that because we already know that Edge is already in the Hall of Fame. He was already supposed to retire. And we all know Randy Orton is a first ballot Hall of Famer. We all know this. We all know that just because of his last name alone and what he did as a young superstar in the WWE. But I'm going to have to go with Edge. Because Edge has more to lose than to gain. And I'm going to be honest, because he ain't going to say, oh, he's a WWE Hall of Famer, and he lost in the greatest match ever. It's going to be a lot of critics on Edge back. It's not really much pressure on Randy Orton. It's more pressure on Edge than Randy Orton. But so I'm going to go with Edge, because Edge always do better with a chip on his shoulder than he is being the popular person. When he's the popular person, well, not really popular, when he's heel and people like him heel, it's okay. But when he has a chip on his shoulder and they feel like, oh, he's not going to be able to do this to this wrestler or that wrestler, he always bounce back. You see how he was getting his behind whipped the whole damn match of the last man standing. And here come Edge on a comeback. And Edge feeds off that. So I'm going with Edge in this.
Okay, understandable why you picked Edge. I mean, if Edge wins, I'll be fine. If Orton wins, I'll be fine. So either way, the ball's on your court, WWE. Don't drop it.
And just to let you know, Goolie, WWE better not drop the ball with this match. This match got to be at least 30 minutes. That is a fact. If you make it less than 30 minutes, I'm going to screw the crap out of the WWE, and I'm going to just shit on the WWE network and let it be known like y'all bunch of pussies for letting this match be terrible. Because you know how I get when I think match is going to be good and they turn out to be full of a bunch of $2.99 beer.
Wait a minute. Do you guys have that in Philly? $2.99 worth of beer?
AKA 211s.
Oh no, you like the OE, but you put that in right.
Yeah, you have OE that you could probably get for that price.
$3 for a quart.
I don't know what I'm thinking about. So this is so heavy right now. But anyway, here's how I feel about this. I do agree it needs to be 30 minutes. But the real reason why, personally for me, calling it the greatest match ever, here's my problem with it.
It has to live up to the hype.
It has to live up to the hype, but I think they overhyped this. I believe this match will get overhyped for some reason. I just feel it. It all depends on what happens this Sunday.
It won't be the greatest match ever because it still won't top the WrestleManias with Taker and Michaels. It still won't top that match. It won't.
Well, there you have the picks and predictions for Backlash. Is AOP with Rollins still? AOP, one of them is hurt, so AOP is gone.
Yeah.
So PS5 better have a good startup song. They probably will. We'll talk PS5, the last subject. But now, since I have all three of these guys here, I'm mad GangGreenDavid's not on. I need to make a championship and send it to him in the mail because he won the In Your House championship. You won the In Your House picks and predictions. I think we need to start doing that. Like, literally put all our money together. Go to WWE.com or create a belt somewhere. And then just, whoever wins the picks and predictions.
Or just get some merchandise or something. Don't gotta be a belt. I know them belts is expensive.
True. Or also, yeah, might as well get some like something, like literally something for the winner. T-shirt or something, a mug, coffee mug or something.
Because you already
We
know
need to
what
start
I'm
doing
gonna
that for these picks.
It's either gotta be a Keith Lee
GangGreenDavid is officially live on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, I know he's live. He said he was going to be on a run. I'm like, and I had a feeling him and Jake would be on like a thing right now. But anyway, I got D. I got Key. I need opinions. Opinions, opinions. What is your, or just list, what could be what matches you literally put on the greatest matches you've ever seen? And chat, I hope you guys been paying attention. Let me know in the comment section what has been your favorite greatest matches. Like, I really want to know in the chat. Personally, for me, one of my favorite greatest matches has to be Eddie and Brock. Eddie and Brock Lesnar is probably one of my favorite matches. Probably equally as the greatest match ever. I mean, especially the ending had me hyped. Goldberg spearing the crap out of Brock Lesnar. And also Eddie countering the F5 with a DDT onto the championship gold. And Taz with the call of the night. Eddie cheated! Eddie cheated! And literally wins the championship. I was literally in tears when Eddie won the title.
We lie, we cheat, we steal.
We lie, we cheat, we steal. There will never be another Eddie Guerrero.
Nope.
But Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar is probably one of my favorite matches. Gotta be, hands down. That is the match. Like, it was a great story. It was a great comeback for Eddie Guerrero. It was great. What was another? D, what would you classify? What matches would you classify that were great?
Classified that great matches. I could say a classified match was
Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair.
Dad. Y'all heard my dad, right?
Yeah,
He said Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. That's what he says.
yeah, that's good.
He said that was one of his greatest matches ever as a kid. Mine was the first time that Michaels and Bret Hart went in at WrestleMania in the Iron Man match. Was my first greatest match that I ever saw. In my personal as a childhood. I loved that WrestleMania. I still think one of the greatest matches ever is the first Hell in a Cell when Kane debuted. That's gotta be Kane. That was one of my greatest matches ever. And can you take this down as well? Because it makes me look discombobulated a little bit. God damn it, Ghoulie. But I got a few of them. Taker versus Michaels back-to-back WrestleManias. Dad, we remember Lex Luger.
Okay,
Until he jumped ship with WCW.
But the thing is, one of the best tag team matches was Lex Luger and Tully Blanchard versus the Road Warriors on a scaffold match.
Did you hear this? Ghoulie, did you hear that? Unmute yourself, Ghoulie. Unmute yourself.
That's when there was the Four Horsemen. The Four Horsemen.
Now.
The Four Horsemen?
You say it was Lex Luger
and Tully Blanchard versus the Road Warriors on a scaffold match for the championship, for the tag team championship.
What show was that? I know it was a WCW.
No, this was NWA and WWF back then.
Oh.
This was way back in the late 70s, in the early 80s.
I have to literally watch it. It should be on the WWE Network.
Yeah, it should be. But I have a lot of great matches that I love. But what I can say, one match that made me cry when Shawn Michaels' retirement match. That was the only match that literally made me cry. Cause I'm a big Shawn Michaels fan, and when I say I'm a big Shawn Michaels fan, like me and my cousin usually like after he take his shower, he finished playing Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels music, and then I would get in the shower and do the same shit. So it's just really that big of a fan. But I say Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania Iron Man match. Both of the Undertakers versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleManias. In the end of the era match with Triple H versus Taker with Shawn Michaels as the referee. Sorry. They're my top greatest matches ever. I'm sorry. I can say so many with Stone Cold. Yeah, that's mine.
All the three?
No, it's just one of them.
There's two in here.
Oh, I don't know how I got two, but I only had one.
No, you bought these from the dollar store?
Me and Darren bought those from the dollar store.
Oh, okay. All right.
But darn, like Stone Cold match is the Stone Cold match versus Bret Hart with Stone Cold passed out with the blood. That's one of the greatest matches ever. It's just so many that you could do. It's so many.
Key, you go.
I'm gonna have to go with Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels' retirement match. That's always a classic. Because Ric Flair is my guy. That was a good match. Edge and Undertaker at WrestleMania. That match had me on the edge of my seat so many times. I was like, oh my God, Undertaker gonna kick out. Oh my God, he did. Like, that match. Trying to think of another one. Like, so many of them. It's just them two was like my favorites. I can't think of another one at the top of my head right now. But yeah, Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. Like Dee said, the end of the era. Taking H. That was a classic. I mean, the Iron Man match is always going to be good. Even the Montreal Screwjob until it got screwed.
The Montreal Screwjob.
I said until it got screwed.
I think that's what makes it one of the greatest matches because of the screw job.
Because it changed the game of wrestling. Also, Elijah Washington, here's one of mine, because none of you said this. The TLC at WrestleMania 17.
And nobody can say this either. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H at SummerSlam in the street fight.
To be honest, I think you didn't say Shawn Michaels versus Triple H at Hell in a Cell. I think that one is equally as better than the one
I love the one at
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam better. Triple H was he was a dick at SummerSlam.
He was, especially the ending when he hit Shawn with the
And what
in the
makes
back
it
with the
crazy,
hammer.
the build up for it too, where Shawn Michaels' face was all messed up. I think the build up plus the match makes that better.
Yeah, it does.
The TLC with freaking Jeff Mercury face.
Oh, that was a good
That was
match.
nasty.
I wouldn't say the greatest. I mean, we almost witnessed a person die. Okay, Mankind versus Undertaker. Nobody said that at Hell in a Cell.
That was terrible. Like, it's so many matches that you, like, especially when you talking about it, like, you giving us to let us know, like, all those matches don't get thought about. Like, you go off your first instinct.
Here's an underrated gem.
And then when you talk about it, you be like, oh shit, I should have said that.
Here's an underrated gem, and you can find this on Daily Motion. I think D saw this match, and I don't know if he ever gave me his thoughts. TLC 3, the one that was aired on SmackDown, the one that nobody talks about because, well, Benoit's in it. The Dudleys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, Jericho, and Benoit, TLC 3, that was live on SmackDown. That was really good. And I got to give them credit for them to go for 20 minutes. I literally thought the Hardys were going to win TLC. I thought they would at least win one of them. But nah, Benoit and Jericho win. That was a really good one. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Hell in a Cell. No. Mick Foley and Ric Flair I did not like that match. I mean, it was a hardcore, an I Quit match, but Foley loses. He loses in his own match. That's the thing I didn't like.
One match you did forget.
Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar Hell in a Cell was amazing.
Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania.
Key said it.
I said that.
Key said it. He said, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But here's one match, and you know what? Going back to ECW, yeah, ECW has some great matches too. Don't get it twisted with ECW. There's one match, and I think I said this on Yep, I Like Wrestling, and a lot of people agreed. Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn, ECW Living Dangerously, 1999. That match was 30 minutes long. It made Jerry Lynn, even though he lost the match in 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes of it, it brought his stock up. And then every time when Van Dam and Jerry Lynn were in the ring, it was like magic. Another good Jerry Lynn match, Jerry Lynn versus Just Incredible. Heatwave 98, Anarchy Rules 2000. That one was a good match. And also Combat Zone Wrestling. Combat Zone Wrestling, and I have an account with Combat Zone Wrestling where I can watch all the Combat Zone Wrestling matches that I want, pay-per-views that I want. There's one I want Key and D to watch that it's so hard to find on YouTube, but you can get it with my account. And I want everybody else, whoever has the CZW account, to literally watch this match too. A very young Adam Cole versus a very young Sami Callihan for the Combat Zone Junior Heavyweight title. The story, phenomenal. Like, Adam Cole is the heel, obviously. And Sami Callihan, just watch that match. The build-up was great. It was like, over 18 months, I think, in the making? Or what, not 18 months, no. No, this feud lasted for like, a whole year. And instead of doing it on the big show called Cage of Death, they did it on Night of Infamy. And I will always remember the ending when Sami Callihan uses the stretch muffler. It's like, you see, like your calf muscle, right? But it's getting stretched by your opponent's head. Literally. Adam Cole taps out, and I love the fact Adam Cole screams at the boss saying, DJ! Crawling, crying and shit, saying straight up like this, it's all your fucking fault. It's your fault that I lost the title. Then you have Sami Callihan putting his foot on the boss's neck and looking at Mia Ying, who went through a table. Yeah, Mia Ying is in this match too. And Sami Callihan with the, only the way he can, just looking at him like this. I'm going to be calm for a minute. As far as I'm concerned, you and our beef is squashed. But if you, your slut girlfriend, and your dick-headed boss get in my fucking way, I will not be hesitant to execute all three of you. If you want this back, bitch, you got my number. That was a great way to end the damn feud.
That sounds crazy.
I will literally share my account with you guys so you can watch that match. The rest of the card at Night of Infamy was fine, but that match alone was great. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. That was a good NXT match. Nakamura and Zayn. Matter of fact, what about this?
I still think you got to put Sasha and Bayley in that.
Yeah, you got to put Sasha and Bayley in that match.
That joint was banging in NXT.
That is the match. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, yes. WrestleMania 18, yes. What's another one? Here's another one. This is just a personal bias. I love the very first Elimination Chamber match. The one in Survivor Series 2002. Triple H defends the title against Van Dam, Booker T, Kane, Chris Jericho, and the returning Shawn Michaels. This was the same match where Van Dam did a 5-star frog splash, and his knee hit his knee hit Triple H, and it broke Triple H's trachea. He could have died in that match. Even Hunter said he was barely breathing. Didn't know where he was. He had to be guided through the whole freaking match. Like, Van Dam almost ended Triple H's career and almost his life too.
It wasn't like it was on a legal hit or nothing. It was just a damn 5-star.
And here's the killing part though. Guess where it took place? At Madison Square Garden. So, oh God, if Hunter would have died that day, oh my God, I think everybody would have been shocked. Charlotte versus Natalya at NXT. That one was okay. Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. Yes, Bound for Glory 06. Speaking of TNA, here's one that's on YouTube that nobody talks about. X Division. AJ Styles versus Chris Sabin versus Petey Williams. Ultimate X. That is the match. AJ almost broke his damn neck in that match. Literally almost breaks his damn neck. And Ultimate X is a great concept. It is a really good concept. Ember Moon versus Asuka for the NXT Women's title, but that one's okay. Diego Torres, I love the way you think, man. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10. Yeah. That ladder match. That match. What about The Rock versus Triple H? SummerSlam ladder match. Shoot. There you go. There you go. WCW, Goldberg versus DDP, mount for the WCW title belt at Halloween Havoc. Yes.
It's me. It's me. It's DDP. Bang!
DDP should have won that match, in my opinion. He was literally over as hell. He was over as sin. Shane versus Taker, Hell in a Cell. That match, I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it had one of the best moments where Shane, hate to say this, almost killed himself again.
They can go down as the best match. Damn it, I'm going to say AJ and Taker at WrestleMania. You can put that in one of the best matches ever.
Yes, the Boneyard match.
Yeah, the Boneyard match you could definitely put up there.
Boneyard match is definitely on there. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. Yes. Halloween Havoc 97 for the Cruiserweight title. That was a good match. Eddie versus Rey.
But this when he was still masked or he was unmasked, Rey?
This was Rey when he had the mask. Like, legit mask. Young Rey. John Cena versus The Rock at Mania. Which one? WrestleMania 28? If you're saying WrestleMania 28, good.
No greatest matches. Because he only did
John
4
Cena-
moves and everything.
John Cena and Rock at 28 was great, but 29 was terrible. 29 was terrible because we all knew who was going to win. Punk versus Cena? Which one? The one in Money in the Bank in CM Punk's hometown? Undertaker versus Kane? Inferno match? Yeah, that could be considered as one of the greatest matches. Here's one from New Japan that nobody talks about. What about Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho? I love that one.
Omega and Moxley, they damn near killed each other.
Yeah, Moxley and oh my God, I finally saw that match. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You know they got in trouble for that match?
How?
They said it was too gory, it was too violent. I mean, it was violent. Del Rio versus Punk versus Cena, Hell in the Cell. Hell no. No, that I wouldn't consider that one being the best. Edge versus Taker, TLC. The ending. What I missed so far. We're talking about the greatest matches. We already did our picks and predictions, Damien. So, hit on the comments on what you think is a great. Trish versus Lita.
Yeah.
The one on Raw where Lita almost killed herself. How about this one? Matt Hardy versus Edge in the street fight where Matt Hardy does the what's that thing called? The side effect? Off the stage? Rock versus Hogan, Mania. Rock versus Hogan, yes. For me, yes, because The Rock won. That's why. The Shield versus the Wyatt family.
They had one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time.
Wait, what? Wait, the greatest WrestleMania match of all time?
No, the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time was Rock and Hogan.
Rock and Hogan? Yeah. Edge versus Foley at WrestleMania. That match was bloody. That match was violent. Okay, this is just for shits and giggles, but I want your honest to God opinion, and even you guys in the chat. What about Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 22?
Jesus.
Dude, Vince, we can say all these mean things about Vince. We can also say that he's been a genius. We can also say that he's out of touch. But there's one thing you can't take away from Vince. He can literally take a superstar and treat him like hell. But then when it comes to like WrestleMania or something like that, he literally would go to the town and say this, look, when we go out here, just beat the living shit out of me. Come on, Shawn literally killed Vince. You mean to tell me that wouldn't be a part of the greatest WrestleMania? One of the greatest match ever? Come on. I mean, Austin stunned Vince McMahon, yes, but Shawn literally murdered Vince. Come on, you gotta put that on the greatest matches. You got to put that as the greatest match. And tell me now, if you watch that match now, would you not want to do that to Vince today?
I think everybody wants to do that to Vince.
What is up, Stanberry? Vince McMahon might not fan Messiah's gimmick. Is why lose don't the gimmick good miss the anarchist. I think you're talking about Seth TV. The Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks, AEW Double or Nothing. Okay, I'll give you that one. You know, I think there's one that's way better than that. What about the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page? That match was crazy.
All right, guys, let me get
That
ready to
match
go.
was
I think
crazy.
my mom's calling, so I'm gonna see what she's up to.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Key.
So, but don't forget,
Key.
y'all haven't followed me. Y'all need a laugh. Y'all need some rants. Go follow me, Key in the building. YouTube. Hit me up. You know.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Key in the building. Cody versus Dustin was good, but I wouldn't say it's the greatest match, though. It was emotional. Okay, now I gotta go back to the brand. Oh, crap, wait. Okay, this will do it from there. Let me go back to the comments. Someone said Hulk and Warrior. You know what? I'm gonna give him a point. D, I don't know about you, but I would give him a point for that one. Hulk and Warrior. For at that time, two baby faces main event in WrestleMania.
Yeah, you gotta think about it too. You know, I think Warrior was the Intercontinental Champion and Hogan was the champion at the time. So why not?
Elijah Washington, yes. Christopher Daniels versus AJ versus Samoa Joe. Yes, that was a good one. Don't like Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano's heel right now. Andre versus Hogan. Well, yeah, Hogan slamming Andre. Kurt Angle versus Michaels at WrestleMania. Yes. That match is great. That match is beautiful. Let's see what else with the comment section will say before we kind of switch gears and talk about the PlayStation 5. Woo! Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, New Orleans. Yes. Was that their first encounter? I mean, their second encounter because they fought at the Cruiserweight Classic. What's another match that was pretty good? Unforgiven ladder match, Shawn Michaels versus Jericho. Yeah, that had a great story. That did have a good story. What's another one? Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 30. Yay! You got it working. Like, it wouldn't work for us earlier.
Because I had to pay for it. I missed my monthly thing for StreamYard.
Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 30. I'm gonna let Damian Estrada said the sin. We wrestling fans don't talk about this.
We don't talk
Undertaker
about this
versus
damn match. We never will. The hell, Damian Estrada? What you smoking?
God, North American title NXT Takeover New Orleans. Oh, I gotta remember who was in that match. I don't remember that one. Roman versus AJ Styles. This is pretty much recent now. Which one?
Yeah, I
want
to consider that one of the greatest matches ever.
Oh, what about this one? Chris Jericho versus Triple H. Fully loaded.
I could go with that.
That one was great. Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker. No Way Out. 2006.
I gotta go back and watch that.
That one was
I don't
really
remember
good.
too much from that match.
The match was great. Just had a horrible ending. That match was not great at all. If you're saying that match is great, the greatest, then Undertaker versus John Cena is the greatest.
That's a fact. You could say that.
Cena versus Owens Elimination Chamber. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That one was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Owens winning really took me by surprise.
Would you consider it one of the greatest matches ever?
No. Maybe modern era, but no. Not like of all time. EjPrime, he said it best. Undertaker and Edge, WrestleMania 24. Oh, hell yeah. Diego said Batista versus Triple H Mania 35. No.
That was okay.
That was okay.
It wasn't up to par with the rest of their matches that they had.
Corbin versus
The only
Angle.
thing that was good about it is that Triple H finally got a win over Batista. That was the only good thing about it.
But it still doesn't make a difference because Batista won 3. Triple H only won 1. There's still don't make a difference.
Yeah, you got a point there.
To be honest, the best match that Batista and Triple H ever had was that Hell in a Cell match. That match was bloody. It was brutal. Macho Man versus Ricky Steamboat. There we go. Come on now.
Was never a big fan of Macho. I was not.
How can you not be a fan of? Oh yeah. How?
I just was not a fan. I mean, everybody. Hey, listen. I just was not a fan of Macho. I was a fan of Ricky Steamboat at the time.
Rick Rude versus Ric Flair WCW. I heard many people said that was a good match. Here's one. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ric Flair. That was good. And it happened here. So yeah, that one was real good.
Yeah, it's just something about Macho.
Macho Man had charisma.
He did, but it just, I don't know, but it just...
Come on. No. We can't let this one slide. You have to literally
everybody
ask.
can agree to disagree. Everybody had their favorite wrestlers, and Macho was not one of them.
Yeah, that's true. Damian Estrada, no. Hell no. Hulk versus Sting, hell no.
WCW ruined that match.
Oh God. Justin Tiger Liger, Rey Mysterio was a good match. I will give you that. Diego, you know what? Say what you will about the Usos. Say what you will about the New Day, but they never gave you a bad match. Either on live TV or on pay-per-view, they never gave you a bad match. But personally, the Hell in a Cell one was good, but I prefer the SummerSlam match, though. I prefer the SummerSlam match over the Hell in a Cell one. 1997 Outsider versus the Steiner Brothers. No. How about this one? Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. People can say which one. Personally, for me, November to Remember 99, and also the one from ECW One Night Stand 05. Because both of those matches were just hard-hitting. Masato Tanaka didn't know when to stay down. Mike Awesome was literally killing Masato Tanaka. Oh, God. Damian Estrada, really, though? I'm like, literally, 1999. 1999. 99. Wait, they fought in 99? What? Okay. The Great Khali versus Batista. D, you take this one, man.
What is
He
it?
said the Great Khali versus Batista Pujami prison match.
Child, let me mute myself for that one. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That shitty match.
Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis. Which version? WCW or ECW? Diesel versus Bob Backlund. Didn't Bob Backlund beat Diesel for the championship? I don't know. I always got confused with that. Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis. Rey Mysterio versus Psychosis. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking ECW here. Oh my god, that's terrible. No. Oh wait. Diesel beat Bob Backlund. Didn't that match only lasted like 1 minute? No. What's another greatest match? How about here's one we never even said. How about this one? And D, I want your opinion on this one too. What about The Rock versus Mankind? I Quit match, Royal Rumble 1999.
I'll have to put that up there. I love The Rock and Mankind's rivals there. I don't know what about Mankind. He always made great rivals with Triple H and The Rock. He always
really
does.
did.
And I'll go back and watch those feuds over and over again.
Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate was good. Yes, that was a good match. Ric Flair and Sting, I'll give you that one. Undertaker versus Kane. I think the greatest match that Undertaker and Kane has ever had, I would say WrestleMania 14 was really, really good. Like, the story was great. I love how Undertaker pulled a Muhammad Ali on Kane, which was great. Like, the storytelling was great. Kane taking 20 years of hate and anger, beating the hell out of his brother. It wore him out, and Undertaker, it took 1, 2, 3 tombstones to beat Kane. So yeah, the one in WrestleMania 14 was good. What was another one that was really good? That could be considered as the greatest. What about CM Punk versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 27? Personally, to me, that match was match of the night.
It was match of the night, but would I put it up there as one of
the greatest?
Nah.
Well, maybe modern.
Modern, yes.
Goldberg versus
all time, no.
War Raiders versus Black and Ricochet. That was actually pretty good. I was shocked, but I wouldn't say greatest.
In the modern days, since NXT been out, NXT had better matches than the WWE. I'm sorry to say. It's a fact.
Here's a Ring of Honor match that nobody talks about. What about Kevin Steen versus El Generico? Final Battle. That match was unreal. Freaking unreal. The story was great. The atmosphere is great. The Steiner Bros versus Harlem Heat. Booker T had greatest match too, right, Malc? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if Booker T had great matches, but not not great. Well, good matches, but I don't know a Booker T match that was the greatest. I would say maybe, I don't know, D would probably disagree, but I think personally, what about Booker T winning the WCW championship for the first time against Jeff Jarrett? Yeah, Bash at the Beach 2000 was shit, but at the same time, Booker T had a moment on a shitty pay-per-view. Okay, let's get a few more in, then me and D will talk about the PlayStation 5. Key already said with her piece on the PS5. Booker T. D. What match do you think Booker T, a great Booker T match? Like a really good Booker T match. That's hard. Literally hard. Because Booker T is a great talent. He's a great talent, but at the same time, it's finding a great, just great. That's just, Lee versus Donovan, Djokovic, Portland. That one was okay. I'll give you that one. That one was okay. Like, there are some matches on here. Yes, Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins, Ring of Honor. Yes, Bryan Danielson versus Seth. It wasn't Seth
You
Rollins.
gotta send me that match.
It's on ROH's YouTube page, full match and all.
Yeah, I really don't watch Ring of Honor like that.
Ring of Honor has some good matches. They really
From
do.
what I've heard, yes.
They really got some great matches.
Right. It's just that I never really got a chance to see them.
Here's personally one. Here's another CM Punk one. CM Punk versus Raven at Ring of Honor. Now, before everybody freaks, think about it. You have the straight edge lifestyle of CM Punk versus the mentally disturbed Raven. That story writes for itself.
It does.
It really does.
It does.
Even CM Punk and Raven have... Raven has said many times that CM Punk was probably one of the best opponents he's ever worked with. And it's true. Cole versus Gargano, 2 out of 3 falls. I might have to agree. That match was really good. I will agree. Adam Cole beating Gargano, that 2 out of 3 falls. Power went up. What's up, Prince Sean? The Hardy Boys versus the Briscoes. It was okay, but not greatest. Okay, here's one from PWG, and I can't find a good copy of it. I would have to literally buy the freaking DVD. The Young Bucks versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Oh, that match. You talk about speed, velocity. Oh my god. And the super kicks were way too deadly. I don't know how Angelico was still alive after that match. I don't know how Jack Evans was still alive after that match. Hell, even the Young Bucks even took some bumps in that match. And even I was still shocked how they were still alive. Brock versus Angle, we said that. Samoa Joe versus Booker T, TNA Hard Justice 2008. I would have to watch that. I've never seen that match. I think I remember the bill, but I don't remember who won. What's another good TNA match? How about this one? AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle. If you didn't know who AJ was, that match with Angle really showed you what he was. The Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks ladder match at Ring of Honor. Okay. I'll give you that one.
Y'all gotta email me or hit me up on my social medias and send me, or I'll just go to the Ring of Honor's YouTube.
Yeah. Send D some matches from Ring of Honor.
It will, and we will talk about it next week. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of these matches, these hidden gems. TNA Jeff Jarrett versus Rhino. I wouldn't call that the greatest, but I would say it had a great TNA moment when Team 3D debuted at that show. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it had probably one of the greatest TNA moments. What about the first ladder match? We said that too. We said that about Razor and HBK. Booker T versus Chris Benoit, best of 7 series match. That was good. That was good. I'll give you that one. That one was really good. But I wouldn't say greatest, though. How about this one? No one said this. Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle. The Royal Rumble. 2003.
There's so many matches, yo.
There's so many
matches.
How about this one? This one would be the last one. Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit ladder match at 2001 Royal Rumble. I think that match won for match of the year, I believe, in 2001. And that's crazy. If your match won match of the year and it's only in January, then you have some serious... What does that say? Damn, no other match can't compare?
That's called for the better storylines and everything of that nature. You gotta have better build-ups.
Ray, Angle, Orton. Okay, here's the problem with that match. It was too short. It was way too short. That was the only problem with it. 3D versus the Motor City Machine Guns. I'll give you that one because nobody kicked out of the 3D. False. Masato Tanaka was the first person ever kicked out 3D, not the Motor City Machine Guns. Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels, Raw or Kurt Angle. Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels was great. Probably one of the greatest Raw matches I've ever seen. It had probably one of the greatest endings to that match. Shelton Benjamin springboarding only to get caught with a super kick into the mouth. Big Show versus Brock SmackDown when they broke the ring. I wouldn't say that's a great match, but I would say it's probably one of the greatest moments. Elijah, I already said RVD versus Jerry Lynn.
RVD had a lot of good matches.
He had a lot of good ass matches. Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn was great. How about Van Dam versus John Cena? Remember when Cena was
when
booed?
he beat Cena for the belt.
Cena was booed throughout the whole building. I was like, oh my God. All I said was this: if Vince let Cena retain, oh my God. Everybody was jumping.
Rock and Stone Cold at Mania 19, absolutely.
Yeah, Rock and Mania 19. Sabu and Ray, no. And the match ended had no finish, so no.
I can still be a good match. The fact that it had a no finish.
It was a good match, but it was just like, plus it was short. It was another short ass match. Okay, I have one. Since we're going ECW, how about this one? Probably the greatest match in ECW. Well, not in history, but one of the greatest match. ECW One Night Stand. The Dudley Boys versus the Sandman and Tommy Dreamer. Oh my God, the brutality. We saw fire, we saw thumbtacks, we saw chairs, we saw kendo sticks. We saw it all.
I would love to see a young RVD versus AJ Styles. I would love to see that.
I think RVD and
That's a
AJ
dream
fought in
match.
TNA. I think they fought in TNA. Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy ladder match. Which one? SummerSlam? That one was good. That one was really good. What about Seth versus The Fiend?
You see he had the laughing emoji, so he trolled him.
Yeah, I know. Terry Funk versus Foley. John Cena versus Sabu. That was not at One Night Stand. That was at Vengeance.
Hold up, Diego. Was that the Terry Funk versus Foley where they put the dumpster off the stage, or are you talking about ones in ECW?
Or the one in or the one in Japan. Because all of them were good. JR had the call of the night when they got tossed off the stage. He's like, no, there's people in there. I was rolling. I'm like, I shouldn't laugh, but at the same time, JR can make a moment. JR's commentary can make a moment.
It does, because it's one of them when he said he had the out of body experience. Oh my gosh, he's broken in half. He has so many.
Like, no, I think my favorite one is WrestleMania 22. Back to Shawn and Vince. When Vince pulled out the middle finger and, oh my God, JR had the call of the night. He was like, he's battered and bruised, but he's still living. Satan lives. I was rolling. I was like, what about Undertaker versus...
David Estrada is trolling.
Yeah, he's trolling now. No. Okay, Elijah Washington, Shane, show Backlash. Oh, I was. Shane almost killed himself just to kill the Big Show. Paul Heyman with the call of the night. Oh my God. Okay, how about this one?
I got a question for you before you go into any.
I love this match here.
What is your greatest Backlash of all time?
The greatest Backlash? What year of the greatest Backlash?
Just greatest Backlash of all time.
Does that have to be a year or just a match? The best. The year. Oh, man. I want to say 2000 or 2001. No, I take it back. 2004. We had the rematch, Benoit versus Triple H versus HBK, and then we also had a match that nobody really gives Randy Orton credit for. How about this one? Randy Orton versus Cactus Jack. No holds barred for the IC title. That match made Randy.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. Backlash 2004.
Like, when freaking the RKO. Oh my god, yes. Nobody said this. Kurt versus Shane.
I totally forgot about it.
Oh. Shane almost died. I remember Kurt saying that.
The documentary of that match?
Yes, they made a documentary of that match. Vince McMahon was this close to going out there stopping the match. He was literally about to break character just to stop the match. Also, Kurt Angle also broke his tailbone in that match.
Tailbone, because he couldn't go through the first time.
I was like, when I saw that match, I thought Shane was literally dead. Literally dead. Is it just me, or does King of the Ring have like very, very memorable, like, fucked up moments? Like, King of the Ring has literally a lot of fucked up moments. You had Undertaker almost killing Mankind, then you had Kurt Angle almost killing Shane McMahon. You had, what else was also fucked up in King of the Ring? There's so many. Ric Flair and Sting versus the Great Muta and Terry Funk. I've never seen that. I never seen that match.
Rock. How did he have in 1989? I'm gonna look that up on YouTube.
Brock versus RVD. No, hell no. Brock Lesnar versus how about this one? Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. Hell in the Cell. The way how Undertaker was bleeding, it looked like he had a hole in his head. I'm like, well, they killed Taker. Oh, man. What about... Is there any great John Cena matches? Oh, my God. One second. No. Like, look at the DVD. I have this match on DVD. Oh. Elijah Washington gets 5 effing stars for ringing up that match. This match was so bloody. It was so bloody. Paul Heyman said he would never book another barbed wire match again. I'll give you that. Rock versus Kishi. Triple threat at Mania. Which one? Terry Funk versus Jerry Lawler. Never saw that. Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly. Okay, D, what about this one? The Shield versus Evolution. Which one, though? Which one?
What match now?
The Shield versus Evolution. That was good.
Well, he got to spell evolution right. He said evolution.
He
didn't even spell shield right. But
Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly. No.
I think it got to be the first Shield versus the first Shield versus Evolution the first time. I think it got to be the first one. The first one was more highly anticipated for me.
John Cena versus JBL, the I Quit match. That match was bloody. That match was bloody. Cena shocked me. I mean, I wanted Cena to win, but I didn't expect Cena to literally bleed where, like, majority all his blood was covering his whole entire body.
It was like the Stone Cold joint.
Yes. I'm shocked that A, Cena didn't pass out, and B, Cena retained the title. Okay, how about this one? If we're talking about bloody matches, how about Eddie Guerrero getting killed with that chair shot from JBL? Cena versus the Great Khali Judgment Day. John Cena carried the Great Khali, and I don't think it was Judgment Day. I think you're thinking of One Night Stand. Cena carried the Great Khali to that match. And also John Cena using the FU through a car. Yeah. How about Kane versus Shane? You know what? I don't know about you guys, but how about this one? How about this one? Vince McMahon versus Shane McMahon, WrestleMania 17. The story was great, even though the match was a little bit terrible, but at the same time it was entertaining. Shane going coast to coast. Cena versus Batista 2008. And that also happened in Indianapolis. Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy. That's something. But anyway, guys, we gotta move on. We'll talk about these next week. We got 10 minutes left. D, I don't know if you saw, but guys in the chat, here we go. The PlayStation 5. What is your thoughts on the PlayStation 5?
I didn't get a chance to look at it yet.
Do you see the design? Like, look up the design right now on your phone. That motherfucker looks so nice. That motherfucker look nice. It looks nice.
It's alright looking.
That white, that black, and that blue, though?
It's like a Power Ranger.
And then also some of the
It's like a
games.
Power Ranger with the little two spikes at the top.
Also the games though that they're literally having. Well, they're making a sequel to Spider-Man called Miles Morales, and that's going to be really good. They also showed a preview of 2K21. Did you even see that? Zion looked amazing.
Oh, they put Zion on the front of it?
Not on the cover, like on the trailer. Like Zion's on the trailer. Oh yes, the PS5.
Interesting.
It was something. Also, they brought up Ratchet and Clank. So they're making a new Ratchet and Clank game on the PS5. There's also an expanded Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know about y'all, but I am ready for Grand Theft Auto 6. I can care less about 5 now. I can. Damien's just saying that because he loves Xbox. But on the real though, they got 2 of them now. But here's the thing. Yeah, they do. They got 2. There's one that you can get the original PlayStation 5, and I think if you want PS5 with like graphic contained, there's called PS5 Digital. I think I might get the PS5 Digital. I might have to spend an extra bread.
I get the PS5, but I only get it for certain games.
Also, Resident Evil 8. Yes, they showed a tribute of a trailer of Resident Evil 8, and that mug looked nice. Oh. Are you doing SmackDown? Yes, I will be doing SmackDown tomorrow. May God have mercy on my soul for that show. Dead Souls, yep, Dead Souls, they did that. Then they also brought Oddworld back. I didn't know they were still making Oddworld games. I'm getting both. I hope them exclusives are good. PlayStation will always have some good exclusives. I really want to get the 2K21, and I really want that Spider-Man Miles Morales. That game looks sick. Oh, what's another one that looks sick? There was then also aren't they? They've also brought back Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet was cool when it was on the PS3, but now it's like. Like, it was really good. I want to know what your thoughts are. I mean, D has to see the trailer. He probably might get his own video on it, but
The trailer for what? NBA 2K?
trailer for the PS5. It's good. It's
All right,
really good.
I'm gonna look at it once we get off air.
And then also, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I think PS5 probably. I'm sorry, Xbox fans. I don't mean to literally bust your bubble, but Sony got y'all beat. I mean, gameplay. We
I
gotta
just
check
really hope
gameplay.
that I don't have to go out and buy the games for this PS5 because I love downloading my games to my system.
I think you pretty much be downloading the games to the system. But also, apparently, what we also heard that the PlayStation 5 is compatible to PS4, PS3, and PS2. Wow. Also, Damien Estrada says the only reason why I would get a PS5 is the Spider-Man game, but other than that, that is trash. Don't be hating. Just because the Xbox looks like a trash can. Seriously, the Xbox Series looks like a trash can. But that means I have to literally get on my PlayStation now, because I want to get this meme out before anybody else says it. If you watch Yu-Gi-Oh, you know where I'm going with this. I will say this: the new PS5 design is nice. I love the color scheme. But every time I look at it from the top, why does it look like Kaiba's jacket from Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, it is from Japan, so... Mal, if you stream SmackDown, please bring Spotlight too. We're going to see Jeff Hardy's storyline tomorrow. If Spotlight's not busy...
When? What about tomorrow?
SmackDown. If he has the patience to sit for 2 hours.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Like I said, you guys are going to be pissed. I'm telling you right now about the Jeff Hardy storyline. EjPrime said, exclusive PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation always gets the great exclusives, though. That's the thing. Xbox in check, and that's what matters. It's not about specs, in my opinion.
I don't really care for specs. I really don't. I really don't care for specs when it comes to video game systems because everybody's PS. Like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody likes it. Some people like PS. Some people consider Xbox. It's all up to your personality or what game that fits you better. That's all it is. You can't convince an Xbox person to come over to PS if they really stuck on Xbox. You just really can't. Especially if you have those type of gamers that love Xbox better than PS. Some gamers love PS better than Xbox.
My other biggest problem with games nowadays is that people say, oh, look at the graphics. People need to realize something. Graphics don't make the game. It's all about the gameplay. And that's why I always say that PlayStation, in my opinion, has some better games, some better titles. Yeah, the graphics are great, but we also got great gameplay. And also, The Last of Us, Part 2. Whoo! I can't wait.
Y'all should be able to do SmackDown tomorrow.
Alright, D's gonna do SmackDown tomorrow.
I gotta make sure I'm drunk.
May God have mercy on our souls. I don't want to be so angry watching SmackDown. I don't. So with that being said, we're almost at the 2-minute mark.
The 2-hour mark, mother effer.
2-hour mark.
And I just want to let everybody know, if y'all have not gone and subscribed to the Spotlight Sports Network, we definitely need y'all to go over there and subscribe. We got to get that channel up. I am working on getting a Spotlight Sports Talk Network website, so everybody that is a part of the Spotlight Sports Network will have their own personal page. So every time they upload on YouTube, it goes directly to the website. So just keep a lookout for that, but please make sure y'all subscribe to MalcGoolie. That man's almost at 800 subscribers. We're trying to get him to 1K, and we're trying to get these watch hours up for him so he can be monetized for this channel. So shout out to MalcGoolie for being a part of the squad. Shout out to my guy Ray for doing this beautiful layout. Beautiful layout. It's definitely amazing. I'm gonna be on terrible ass SmackDown tomorrow. I'm gonna have the most depressing SmackDown Friday night I've ever been a part of. So make sure you subscribe to both channels. Period.
And with that being said, Cedric the entertainer has some pipes he wants to give out. And who am I to judge the man?
The time has come for me to go. I've had so much fun entertaining y'all. Till the next time or maybe the next show, I'll see you when I see you. I'll holler.
And with that being said, we are out of here. Thank you guys so much. And remember, in the words of Samuel L. Jackson, stay at home if you're quarantined, okay? Wash your hands, stop touching your face, and stay at home, okay? Thank you guys for doing your part, because this shit is steep. So now that you're home, now please feel free to go to sleep. The end. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody.